The case of Sarah Fluke's can only reinforce long-standing concern about the stress that teachers can face and the effect this can have on them. We asked business stress consultant Carole Spiers for some advice for teachers who feel overwhelmed by their workload.
Are there warning signs? You bet there are. There's nobody here that'll be listening to this and watching this who would actually not be aware of the fact of when they wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. There'd be nobody that's not aware when they're overeating, undereating, binge drinking, isolating themselves. The signs and symptoms are there for everybody. The only question is to what do people do about it? Your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister, your partner, they could be helpful to you. So that can be so share it. Sharing, the problem solved, all those kinds of issues are important. Is a problem halved? But, it's sometimes at the end of the day, you need to seek some professional guidance. So make some inquiries, get in touch with the British Association for Counselling and Psychotherapy. They'll give you names of registered counsellors. So actually take some control of your body and say, it's not working very well. It doesn't mean it's not going to be working well forever, but let's just say it's not working very well for now. Because you could have pains in the chest, it could be stress related, it could be a heart problem. So for goodness sake, get to the doctor and get yourself checked out. If she says to you this is stress related, start looking at your own lives, look at your work-life balance, take a step back. And sometimes we actually have to do that. Sometimes when you're so caught up with everything, you can't actually see the wood from the trees. And all of a sudden you're in a situation where everything seems to be tumbling down on top of you. Society is bringing with it now, 2007, a 24/7 culture. There's no question of that. The question is, can we enjoy what it is that we're doing? Can we have fun? Can we smile? Are we enjoying our particular profession? And then it's almost as if the extra hours that you're putting into the pot don't matter quite so much because you're enjoying what you're doing. Teachers certainly have to juggle so many balls in the air. So it's a matter of how can they juggle those efficiently enough? Can they learn to say no? Which we human beings, not just teachers, do find extremely difficult to do. We don't like to let people down. And, it's those kinds of issues that come to the fore. If I say no, somebody else will say yes, and I'm worried about my job. So all those kinds of issues come in. But we, as humans, we tend not to say no very easily. But the trouble with that is you say yes all the time, and the problem that comes in is that at some point you're letting somebody down, and then ultimately you're letting yourself down.